level, this is sexual abuse, which I thought was a pretty poignant statement to make.
That's a big word.
You, I mean, you tell me how that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
How can the court system allow? I mean, the mother's obviously got some emotional issues, some mental issues. How can they allow that little boy to stay in her care?
Because we have judges that suck. I mean,
she's literally just can. There's not a 7-year-old that gets up one day and goes, "Hey, I identify as a girl." I mean, unless somebody's putting that in his head.
Now, here's this is the part that where, I said it at the beginning, but you're not really thinking about anything on this too much. Here's the big kicker: Texas. You would never think this would go on in Texas, ever.
That was my deal. I'm thinking, okay, when I'm reading this story and I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, this ends with some judge in Texas, sentences his mother to be hanged.
I don't even think they sell hummus.
Crazy.
I don't even think they sell hummus in Texas. Like, you got any hummus?
What?
I don't even think they sell hummus.
They don't allow hummus in Texas.
Home what?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
now your little girl
crazy,
boy,
dude.
Little girl boy.
What would you do if you were that kid's father? What would you do if you were that kid's father?
Oh boy. It would depend on how much money I have, because I would lawyer up big time. I mean, high profile lawyer big time, because this has the possibility of embarrassing the judge, and a high price lawyer, a very visible lawyer, could take steps to do that. We even have one in Tulsa. His name's Clark Brewster. He's an idiot, but he's a big enough lawyer in Tulsa that can make waves if need be. He's done it before.
Who's he usually represent? Oh, he represented those two boys. I know his son at least represented one of the boys that killed his family over there in Broken Arrow.
Yeah, he also represented the deputy that.
That accident.
Yeah.
The old ass dude that thought he was tasing a dude and shot him with a revolver. Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. Your taser works with one pull, not multiple pulls, dickhead.
I'm thinking the poundage on a taser is a little bit different than a 38.
Well, not only that, you get
he always does represent idiots. I mean,
you didn't get one shot off, you got two. Tasers don't even do that. You pull the trigger once and it just goes or something like that. I've never been tased, but just in case,
I haven't either.
Just in case, I know exactly what to say. Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know, man. God, that case in Texas is crazy. I can't believe, like you said, in Texas, of all places, the courts are going to allow that little boy. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up James Younger. That's the craziest story you'll see in a hot minute. I promise you that.
Well, I can tell you one thing. We are, at the time this podcast comes out, we are exactly 4 weeks to the day of your favorite day in the whole wide world.
What's that? Pumpkin
Spice Day.
Oh, Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
That's 4 weeks from today? Or when we hit tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Thursday. This will come out tomorrow morning, so... Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? Now, my deal with pumpkin spice. Here's the deal with my pumpkin spice. Like every year it starts, and it started super early this year. I'm not a big fan of the PSL thing at Starbucks. That's not my jam at all. Like if I go to Starbucks, I get that cinnamon dolce latte, which I changed your life the day I told you to get that. But
yeah, you did.
But so my deal is the other stuff that comes out. Like you can go and get pumpkin spice cream bread at the store and pumpkin Cheerios. So that deal, man, I mean, I hit it hard for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm over it. Man, this year, no, I haven't had my fill of it. So it's going a little farther into the year this year. I usually cap it all off with a little bit of pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, but I may go a little longer this year. This may last all the way up into Christmas, dude.
I can get you some pumpkin spice scratch and sniff stickers. You can put them on your crossbow, go hunting, and when you feel like you want something pumpkin spicy, You just scratch that thing, and then all the deer will run away, and then you will shoot none. So all you haters out there that can't stand Shiner because he hunts deer, just send him pumpkin spice stuff. It'll chase the deer away. I dare you. Anything pumpkin spice. Just pumpkin spice coffee creamer, pumpkin spice Cheerios, pumpkin spice Oreos, everything pumpkin spice. Send it to Shiner because all of those deer will run away because of the strong smell of the pumpkin spice. That's how this works. You want him to not hunt?
I won't stand it.
Yeah, send him pumpkin spice stuff. Nope.
I got two DMs in the past week. People talking smack to me and deer, and I haven't even shot one yet.
And what'd you say back to him?
I tried to explain that to him, but I just got one that just asked me does it make you feel like a man to shoot a deer? Now, I do a lot of things every day that make me feel like a man, but shooting a deer is not one of them.
Was that a girl or a guy?
That was a guy. It was a guy, and he started getting all freaking weird with me about that. That's another thing. I probably know as many chicks that shoot deer as I do dudes.
Yeah, and my hell, I'd have a good comeback to him. Does it make you feel more like a man to shoot a deer? No, it makes me feel more like a man to fuck your wife. But I'll.
And she agreed.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, my daughter and I are built so the same way. I have no problem insulting anybody or throwing it back to anybody. My daughter is the same way. It's probably why she's super successful. And because I harnessed that shit for a long time after the military, it's probably why I'm not nearly as successful as my kid. But I digress. Pumpkin spice. Send him everything pumpkin spice, and it'll keep him out of the deer woods. I promise. I swear to whatever God you identify with. Sorry. That was just, I got to throw the punches, man. Got to throw the punches. But this is not a punch that I need to throw. Sarge, if you listen to the podcast, take it easy. Don't be Superman. Take it slow, and you'll be fine. Sarge went through his surgery just fine, so everybody who threw out good vibes and prayers and all that mess, thank you on behalf of Shiner, because...
that was the other thing I got a lot of on Instagram yesterday, man. I got a lot of people messaging me and telling me they have my dad in their thoughts, their prayers, sending good vibes to him. And Sarge came through that like a champ.
You knew he would. He runs marathons.
He's a tough old coot, man. I mean, he's a tough old coot. Dude's awake. He started waking up yesterday, getting his wits about him. And by this morning when I spoke with him, he was already telling me how he's going to be hunting on the deer lease next week.
Yeah.
Dude had a cardiac procedure done. And he's like, I'm going hunting next week.
There
we go.
He had a new valve put in.
Yeah, they put a new valve in his heart. So he's ready to take on the world now, man.
Yeah, Sarge, you can't go hunting anymore. Deer's hearing is very good. And that little tick, 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 your valve, you're probably gonna be just fine because they're not gonna hear it. But you're not gonna be able to. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to shoot any deer because all of Shiner's haters are gonna send him pumpkin spice stuff and it's gonna chase the deer away.
Be able to smell me.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to gear up for what? My calendar's right here somewhere. He's trying to gear up because of the 23rd or something like that is when gun season opens up. And once they take rifles out there in that lease, it's a wrap. I mean, we've seen 50 deer that if we had a rifle in our hands, we could have shot. Yeah, the 23rd gun season opens. So that's what he's trying to gear up for.
Yeah, well, you take a gun hunting, especially Sarge, he don't miss with a gun. So,
no, that's a pretty much a given.
Yeah, there's no buck fever when it comes to a gun and Sarge. He's been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt. But no, he'll kill some deer dead as shit with that rifle.
Well, and they're leaving on New Year's Eve to go to New Mexico on an elk hunt. So, I mean, that's the end game of the season for him. Like, he's just trying to get everything in order so he can make that elk hunt, which I'm hoping they do. They'll probably drag home 600 pounds of meat on that thing.
You know who is dead as shit, though? Baghdaddy.
Who? Oh.
Baghdaddy.
Deader than dead.
And the Dems are fucking pissed off about it.
See, that's what I've said it before. Trump could have a press conference and say that he has cured cancer, and they would talk shit about it. Like we performed an operation. I heard there was 2 soldiers, 2 U.S. soldiers, and a dog that were injured on this operation.
And it wasn't it a drone strike?
I think we had boots on the ground.
Yeah, but I mean, well, we blew. They found parts of him. They had to do DNA on him. They found pieces. Like
they literally blew him to smithereens.
Yeah, rest in pieces.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, they blew him smooth the flip up. I've done 7 F-bombs and 6 F-bombs, and Shunner's done 1. So Donnie, you're gonna have your work cut out for you. It's just been one of those days. Man.
So that's what I don't get, dude. Like we killed. Now, just soak that up. We killed the leader of ISIS. And there's people in the Democratic Party that are upset with this, that have a problem about how we did it.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, y'all go out and you make up this dossier and you hand it to this guy who hands it to another guy, which makes it look like it went to Trump from the Russians, and you scream collusion and all that mess. But we go overseas and do our job and kill the bad guy from the group that kills so many people it's almost genocidal. And you got a problem with that? You have an issue with that?
Well, did you see who they named the operation after?
No.
It was named after the girl that was the humanitarian that went over there with the Doctors Beyond Borders, and she went over there. ISIS snatched her up, and that guy, the leader of ISIS, was repeatedly raping and torturing her. They never found her body, and they named the operation after her. Her parents said that maybe if Obama had been as decisive as Trump, they'd still have their daughter alive today.
Strong words, but true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
But I just want to go back to this. We have people on the left and people in the Democratic Party that have an issue with how this happened. We killed one of the most evil men on the face of the planet. I don't know what there's nothing to have an issue about.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Just like there's people out there. I was just reading this article a little bit ago. People out there bitching and moaning because Epstein's autopsy was more consistent with homicide. And so now you've got some people from the left bitching and moaning about that. Yeah, this is what homicide.
Is anybody
killed
shocked
himself.
by that? How can anybody be shocked by that? I mean, when you have that much information on the Clintons, your chances of being homicided go way up.
Yeah. Do you know what you don't want to hear from Hillary? You better watch out, or I'll kill yourself.
Right. They have suicided a bunch of people.
Oh my God!
And they're talking like she may jump in the race. That'll show you where the country really stands. If she were to jump in the race and win and become the president of the United States, that'll show you where this country really is sitting, dude.
Well, if that be the case, man, I don't know, dude. I'm thinking.
Are we moving? Are we packing our shit and leaving?
I'm thinking Texas is the place to be. Because it won't take very many of us to manhandle Beto O'Rourke, Mister. I'm Hispanic with an Irish name,
Irish Catholic name.
I swear to God, me's Hispanic. No, you're not. That sounded more like Popeye.
Maybe, whatever the case may be.
Maybe I ought to just
works.
I'll just stick with Bernie being free.
It's a free Popeye impersonation.
Hillary makes it the president. Give you free travel to Texas.
Dude, I mean, I'm not joking to you. If Hillary became president, I mean, that would say a lot about how people think in this country. Like, how could somebody that evil be elected?
I don't know, but I can tell you this much. If that happened, the next president after Hillary, the next Republican president after Hillary, will probably institute the purge.
Yeah. I'd vote for that.
Oh, I'm all about a purge. That'd
be cool, wouldn't it?
Dude, you don't even know. I'm so ready for a purge. So ready. Like everybody make fun of me. Oh, why do you need that many guns and all that mess? Here's why.
Because we're having a purge.
Because
Like, that's why I need all those guns.
kapow, bitch.